In a forgotten village, far from the noise of cities and untouched by opportunity, lived a boy named Amaan. He had nothing, no money, no electricity, no internet. But what he did have was fire. A fire that refused to die. His house had cracked walls and a roof that leaked when it rained. His school uniform was patched together by his mother's trembling hands. Every night, the sound of his father's weary footsteps echoed through their tiny home like a reminder of how cruel life could be. His mother was gravely ill, too sick to walk, too poor to be treated. His father worked as a laborer, breaking stones on roads he had never drive on, just to feed the family. But Amaan, he dreamed, not of toys or sweets, but of something greater. Freedom from hunger, freedom from shame, freedom from being less than. Each morning, Amaan walked 3 kilometers barefoot to school. His classmates laughed at his broken shoes. Some teachers mocked him for not having books, but Amaan kept going. He never fought back, because he was already fighting a greater war inside. Outside a mobile phone shop, he watched YouTube tutorials through a cracked window. He memorized lines of code he didn't fully understand. He collected old newspapers and taught himself English, word by word. Every "you can't" thrown at him, he transformed into "watch me." And then, tragedy struck. One cold night, his mother collapsed. They rushed her to a hospital. The doctors gave them a price, one they couldn't afford. Amaan stood outside that hospital, eyes swollen, hands shaking, pockets empty. She didn't survive. That night, the world expected him to break, but instead he looked up at the sky and whispered, "I've fallen, but I won't break. I will never break." His grief became fuel. His tears became strength. He made a decision. If he couldn't save his mother, he would become the kind of man who could save 100 more. For the next year, he studied harder than ever. He borrowed broken phones, visited free libraries, used free learning apps in the corner of cyber cafes. He worked through power cuts, studied on an empty stomach. And one day, someone in Canada hired him on Fiverr, $5, his first online job. That $5 wasn't just money, it was proof. Proof that he mattered. Proof that a boy from nowhere could be someone. He didn't stop. He learned freelancing, digital marketing, video editing, website design. 1 gig at a time, he built his dream with blistered fingers and sleepless nights. And years later, that same boy, and the one who was laughed at for dreaming too big, returned to his village, not with luxury cars or gold chains, but with computers, a generator, books, and a mission: to teach 100 other children just like him for free. He opened a school, he offered scholarships, he gave free out for internet, and he told every child who entered, your background doesn't decide your future. Your hard work does. Today, he is a millionaire, but more importantly, he is a symbol, a living reminder that pain can either break you or build you. He didn't fight the world. He fought the voice in Narrated, the one that told him to give up. So if you are tired, if you are lost, if you feel like the world has forgotten you, remember Amaan, the boy who had nothing, but chose to become everything. Because the world doesn't need more heroes. It just needs people who refuse to break.